Good afternoon, Andrew. Hello, everyone. Welcome to Uttoxeter. And the two runners for the opener, the Support the Injured Jockeys Fund Chasing Excellence Beginner's Chase. On their way to the 2.5 mile start, they're led by number 3, Phantom of the Points, under Jack Tudor, in pale blue with white spots and striped sleeves. And Fingal Bridge is ridden by Sean Bowen in light blue with a purple star. Lagi Belter scratched. Two of them will face the starter for the opener, which is due off at 1 o'clock. Hopefully the worst of the weather has been through. Have a good day. 1 to 6, Fingal Bridge, and 18 to 5, Phantom of the Points. Here's Fingal Bridge, both the runners in red hoods to go to post. Phantom of the Points is safely at the 2.5 mile start. Here he is, his red hood covering up his cheek pieces at the moment. At the post. Predominantly heavy ground at Uttoxeter. Inside of the fence is doled off on all of them. Off comes Phantom of the Points red hood. Fingal Bridge is removed earlier. Fingal Bay, come on Luke, it's Fingal Bridge. Starters on her rostrum. Flags are raised. Coming in. Thank you, Luke. They're off. From the 2.5 mile starts for the Support the Injured Jockeys Fund Chasing Excellence Beginner's Chase, Phantom of the Points leads his rival Fingal Bridge to the first of 15 fences. Leader shifting slightly right-handed into the path of Fingal Bridge, who's about 1.5 lengths behind. Slight dogleg to the right leads them onto fence number 2, nearest the clump, and it's Phantom of the Points who led over it, and Fingal Bridge had a right long look at the second fence. The horse in front of him rather jumped across him, but Fingal Bridge put the brakes on, and Sean Bowen lost an iron momentarily. He's quickly regained it, but he has lost 3 or 4 lengths on Phantom of the Points, and I don't think Sean will be going up his inside again. As they head to the final fence on the back straight, Phantom of the Points measured it. Fingal Bridge, not the most convincing, but less hair-raising than at the previous fence. Left hand down on the descent to the home straight, there'll be 2.5 lengths between Phantom of the Points and Fingal Bridge as they begin to make the turn into the home straight. The next they reach will be the 4th, and Phantom of the Points and Jack Tudor lead Fingal Bridge by a couple of lengths. Jumping the first up the home straight, both sound. Phantom of the Points more convincing than Fingal Bridge as they run on towards the open ditch, fence number 5. Phantom of the Points by just over 2 lengths, both winged the ditch. Good leap from Fingal Bridge, reduced the gap to only a length as they run on towards two more plain fences up the home straight, 6 and 7, first of them. Again, Phantom of the Points just inclined to jump slightly to the left. Sean Bowen is keeping his distance right down the centre of the racecourse as they arrive at the 7th. Phantom of the Points by a length and a half. Fingalbridge again, not the most convincing, just dragged a hind leg through the birch of the 7th fence. There'd be just over 2 lengths between them with the circuit to go in favour of Phantom of the Points, who leads them out of the home straight, with Fingalbridge a couple of lengths behind him, but in his slipstream. So heading off to race to the fences on the back straight, numbers 8 through to 11, all plain fences. Phantom of the Points from Fingalbridge at the first on the back straight, both sound at that one. Phantom of the Points with a slightly left-handed lilt, and Fingalbridge on a loose rein within a length and a half of him, having covered just over a circuit. So coming to the 9th, Phantom of the Points again, darts to the inside, jumped it well. Fingalbridge warming to his task, a length and a half behind, as they run through the dogleg and onto fence number 10 that caused the problems on the first circuit. Phantom of the Points put the brakes on himself that time, just skidded into the bottom of the fence. Fingalbridge winged it and is now up sides, and if anything, Fingalbridge is about to take up the running on the outside on the run to the last on the back straight. So number 11 upcoming, and Fingalbridge has moved ahead of Phantom of the Points as they come to jump the 11th. Fingalbridge, fast and low at that fence, jumped it really well, and he's now 3 lengths up on Phantom of the Points as they make the descent towards home with 4 to jump in the straight. So Fingalbridge appears to be firmly in command now. Phantom of the Points shaken up to reduce the deficit down to a length and a half as they reach the top of the straight and straighten up towards the 4th last. Fingalbridge on the right with the advantage, 4 out, jumped it well. Phantom of the Points keeping tabs within a couple of lengths of him, but Jack Tudor working much harder than Sean Bowen, who's still perched on the long odds-on favourite as Fingalbridge comes to the ditch, stands off a mile, and a slithering fall behind him for Phantom of the Points. Didn't deserve that, but that leaves Fingalbridge solo. Jack Tudor is getting to his feet as Fingalbridge arrives at the 2nd last, a little low but safe. Phantom of the Points appears unscathed. Sean Bowen having a look around to see he's been left solo, and Fingalbridge arrives at the final fence and jumped it well. So Fingalbridge will hack up the run-in to win the Support the Injured Jockeys Fund Chasing Excellence Beginner's Chase. Phantom of the Points and Jack Tudor appear to be unscathed. Fingalbridge has finished alone.